breast full of potato chips.
Hungry.
TSUTigers.com here with Whitney, Ennis, and Kasey Cox, another senior sit-down. Actually, this is more of a senior lounge today.
Hey.
So, ladies, it's been a couple weeks. Unfortunately, not able to do one last week during spring break, where we kind of got away. Kind of talk about the last couple weeks and how things have been going for Tennessee State softball.
I think they've been going pretty good. I mean, I think we ended on a positive note this past weekend. We went through some hills and valleys this past weekend, but I think that ending on a positive note is really good going into a conference this weekend.
Yeah, I definitely think we're getting better each game that we play. I really can just feel people kind of get more comfortable with each other, more comfortable with coach and everything that's going on, so that's really good.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about. We're just going to get straight to it. Kasey Cox,
Where's that?
got the, boy, you're hungry for this one, aren't you? Now, the biggest thing is we had talked a few weeks ago about a possible, your first home run, it just come, if whatever, and the celebration would not be very big or whatever the case may be. So you had your first home run. Talk about the celebration.
The celebration. Well, I'm not going to lie. I've been planning it out for a while. Everybody has
freshman year.
Every ball player has that dream of when I hit the home run, what am I going to do? So I finally hit it. I didn't even think it was going out. I thought it was a classic. Kasey hit the top of the fence, drop in. So as I'm rounding first, I said, oh my gosh, that went out. So I'm rounding it, and I'm on my way home. And in basketball, they have a thing called a Euro step. And it's a type of layup you do.
March Madness.
It is March. So when I was at home play, I did a little, yeah. It was funny. Everybody started laughing. So I thought I'd make it interesting. We weren't really in the game, so gotta make life fun. So.
Well, I'll be honest with you, from the press box, as soon as you hit it, we knew it was gone.
Oh.
And we were kind of like, oh my goodness, this is hard to believe. But,
I knew something was coming. It was too good to be true. He was going to say something nice.
No, we were definitely calling it, and we were all pretty excited about it as well.
Oh, well, thank you.
So congratulations to
Thank
you.
you.
But also having a first home run this week was Reese Weber, and obviously halfway through her sophomore year, hits her first, and then gets her second just a couple games later. Mm-hmm. So talk a little bit about Reese.
I couldn't be happier for Reese Weber.
She's feeling it for sure.
The struggles that girl went through mentally last year, and to see her just playing her game, I think she's finally gotten back to playing how she knows how. And I think a lot of times last year she was kind of down a little bit, and so to see this and to see her bounce back from that, I mean, that's just why we love sports, you know.
Sure. Seeing her put in all that work and effort, like out of practice, in practice, all that kind of stuff, and letting it come together in just one weekend, and just now going into conference, I think that she's just gonna get even more high, blow it up even more.
She can't pick a better time to be hot.
Right.
Now, when she hit her home run, we did tweet it, and one of the things that we put on the hashtag for her was comfortability, and it kind of seemed like she's starting to get comfortable.
For sure.
And you had made that comment a little earlier about the team.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, that she's comfortable now, and she knows Coach believes in her, and we know what she can do. Yep, day in and day out, she puts the work in practice, so I think she's very comfortable in settling in her role. For sure.
Okay. Now, obviously, halfway through the season, and conference play begins this coming weekend. You get SIUE and Eastern Illinois. But in a sense, it really doesn't matter who you get. It's conference play. The records, everybody is 0-0. What do you guys try and take from that and kind of push forward with your team?
Yeah, we just try to tell the team, this being our fourth time going through this, that when it comes to conference, everybody's record is 0-0. Your batting average is 0. Everybody kind of starts over. And now it doesn't matter what you've done the first, 25 games. What matters is these next 25 games. So, I think it's just a good mindset to have of, okay, let's take our strengths and let's build on them. Let's take our weaknesses and flush them, and try to build on from there. So
and we're just talking about it in the hitting indoor. We were kind of just talking about how they're a new team and we're a new team, so we need to go out there with nothing from the past in our heads, nothing like that. They have a new team. They've got new pitchers, all this kind of stuff. So just kind of going in there with a new mindset and just wanting to show them what we're made of.
Terrific. So now on the last road trip, obviously we went to Memphis before we came home and played in a tournament. Anything fun? Anything interesting?
Coach T played deaf karaoke. And that was funny / hurtful to the ears.
That was some good stuff. Good stuff.
We got a tour out of downtown Memphis. I guess not tour it, but kind of walk around and we were able to do stuff that we haven't been able to do in the past. As this year, like this was probably our first weekend getting to kind of go out and hang out with the team. We had a good game schedule, so that was nice. But yeah.
Now, last thing I want to talk about real quick is Kasey. Obviously, like I said, you had your first home run, and then the next day you were nowhere to be found, and unfortunately got a little ill, and I know you've been fighting it through the week, but how are you feeling? And
I'm feeling a lot better today. Now, if you would ask me on Monday, it was a different story. But basically, after that doubleheader on Saturday, I went home and I took a nap and woke up, and I was just had a really high fever, not feeling well. Ended up going to the emergency room. So the last 3 days, I've kind of been bouncing back from that. But I feel a lot better today. Been taking some antibiotics, so I'm really ready to go for tomorrow.
Well, you have a lot on your shoulders now. Since your last at-bat was a home run, now you got to come through. You could have at least got it out of the way on Sunday and said now. But at least the wait is over. The weight room does work, correct?
The weight room does work. The monkey is off the back.
Well, ladies, we wish you the best, and good luck this weekend.
Appreciate it. Roll Tigers.